Hello, welcome to my channel, Lady D. This will be my video on the new moon that is happening in Aquarius at 9:59 a.m. and that's going to be happening on the 10th of February. For me, it's my time here in Sydney. If you're on the other side of the world, it is more happening for you on the 9th, so Friday the 9th of February. So with this full new moon that is happening, we actually have a lot of stuff happening this week. February, I think, is going to be one of those hectic months where we're going to feel a lot of energies, a lot of things that are coming in, as well. I feel like another highlight is going to be in April, and then also when we get towards June, with Jupiter changing signs in June, and then even towards the end of the year with the shift with Pluto that we have. But this is gearing up to be one of those months. So what we've got coming up here with this new moon, so it's in Aquarius. There is some squares that is happening with this new moon. I keep on saying full moon, it's with this new moon. So we do have a square that's happening with the moon with Uranus. This can bring up some unexpected feelings, some unexpected emotions. They could be even unexpected things towards like home and uncertainty, maybe causing a little bit of uncertainty. We've also got during this full moon with new moon, we've still got the square, and we've got the sun that's also squaring Uranus, so unexpected surprises may pop up. When it's a square, it may not be a positive surprise. We've also got square with Mercury and Jupiter, and also with Venus, with the nodes, and still with that Chiron too. So I feel like it's a lot of unpredictability that's happening with this new moon. While it is planting a seed, I feel like it is activating a lot of this Pluto energy and energies that are happening in Aquarius. I feel like we could be looking at some sort of like resistance happening in terms of around the world, rebellious things coming up here. We also could be coming up, I feel like could be like sort of threats could be coming up around the world. Obviously your own chart is going to look very different, and if your own chart, we would read this as an individual horoscope, but this is more for the world, and so we will also be affected and feel some of these energies too. Because it's in Aquarius, it's not going to be like an over emotional if you are someone that is affected by the moon, maybe yes, but because it's in Aquarius people aren't very emotional. I'm an Aquarian, I'm not very sensitive, I'm not very emotional, so it's probably not going to affect you that much, but you will probably have some sort of the effects with these other squares that are happening up. We've also got the Venus, which is actually going to be trying Uranus, and also Mars, which is going to be a good thing. I always feel like that's about, helping us with unexpected things happening with relationships, money. This could be more of a positive impact. We've also still got that sextile happening with the Jupiter and Saturn, which is also still helping us being a bit of a resilience, being able to bounce back. Also feel like being able to we're connecting back to like ourself, our one. With this square with Mercury and Jupiter, it might be you're jumbling up your words, like you can't sort of say what you're trying to say or get out certain things, and a bit of jumbled up words that are coming up here. It could also be a sense of someone sort of wanting to, I feel like there could be a sense of someone saying sorry or pleading with you, and it might not be that you don't want to hear it, or you're not ready to hear it, or you're just not wanting this communication from that person to come in. Also, I've got here for this new moon feelings, it could be a sense of a feeling of like you're going nowhere, like where am I going? I'm on a road nowhere, nothing's happening, and I feel like it's going to be a sense of wanting change, wanting this big transformation to happen. People feeling like they're not being heard. So it could be the fact that you're with this square with Mercury, you're not being heard. It's like no satisfaction. And I feel like there could be a sense of no satisfaction in life. But there's these good energies that are helping us to push it through, helping us to push through these boundaries, helping us to really get through these times of where we can have these negative thoughts or negative patterns, knowing that, you know, there's obviously always a path for us. We're always in the right place. We're just dealing with these issues that are coming up, but we can always deal with them. No matter what spirit throws our way, we can always manage to deal with certain issues that are going to come up in our lives here. But we could be looking up also worldly events, like it could be natural disasters when we're looking at Uranus, because it is in Taurus, and we're looking at the sun, so, and also the moon here. So we could be looking up some maybe earthquakes, natural disasters, rain, mudslides. Like, there could be some stuff coming up as well. We've also got, there is a sextile also happening to Chiron. So I feel like that with the sun and moon, which also is helping with that Venus square. It's probably going to help us sort of pull us out of that mud or out of that victim mentality, to knowing that, you know, we are pushing through things, we are going forward as well. It is a lot of sort of fixed and cardinal energy that's coming in with this moon here. We've also, see, what else have we got? We've got Mercury that is in Aquarius now. We've got Mars on its way to meet up with Pluto, which is going to be happening this week too. We've got anything else? We've got now Chiron and also the node will be very close, like a degree of each other, of when this is happening too. And I feel like this is about, again, like maybe this is where we're feeling like we're not going anywhere. Like, what's our purpose? Our life is not going to where we want to go. It's not, we wanted this adventure, and the adventure's one stale. Feeling a bit overwhelmed, feeling a bit, it could be a sense of emotional, you know, it's in Aries. They're very passionate people as well. Fire signs are passionate. So there could be a sense of, you know, feeling a bit overwhelmed. I feel like it's all going to be in our head. There's a lot of mental stuff in our head. So my kitty cat behind me, she's getting a haircut today, so I keep on telling her she's going to get a haircut today. That positive reinforcement. So, you know, whenever the things is about, you know, talking way through, even when you're in these when these energies come in, and it does bring us these mental, I guess, breakdowns or these mental blockages that I feel like is going to happen. You know, it is about talking yourself through it, like having logic. You know, once I was not in a good workplace. I was being bullied severely from a boss, and I went to see a psychiatrist just in case I needed to take this issue further, that I would have evidence. And he said to me, "You're a very logical person, and once you get a new job, you're going to be fine." So there's a sense of logic of going through everything, and when things come up, of talking your way through it, knowing that, yes, when this settles down, there's something else that's going to come up, or something is going to break through. Let's try and bring in these positive reinforcements into your life. Like I'm telling the cat, she's getting a haircut today, and she's going to be a good cat, and it's going to be really good. So let's see where else we've got here with this. I just feel like everything could be a sense of even walking on eggshells too. My guys just showed me walking on eggshells, so it could be that sense of eerie feeling of walking on eggshells as well. We've then got on the 12th, that's when we're going to have the conjunction with the Chiron and the node. So I feel like this is also about not wanting to face a life lesson, not wanting to face a reality, not wanting to face these challenges in our way. I also still feel like there could be a sense of quite a little question marks happening around us. But also there's a thing of making excuses, you know, or making excuses for other people. So it's about accepting challenges, trying new things, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but at least you've tried. But there's going to be a sense of avoiding things, or not wanting to face a certain life lesson, or certain things that are coming up that, you know, you're going to have to face. It's like, if you don't face it now, when are you going to face these things? And on the 14th, so we got here on the 14th, we've got, let me just make this. We have, the 14th is Valentine's Day. So if you're in a relationship, it's an important day. If you're not in a relationship, it's another day. But Valentine's Day. Okay, so we have a conjunction with Pluto and Mars. Now, I personally did feel the conjunction with Mercury and Pluto. So I do feel like the conjunction that's going to happen with Mars, with Pluto, that we are going to feel it. I feel like it is going to be a bit of a boom. So when we had the Mercury, it was more like, well, things about frustrated because, you know, like for myself, when that was happening, people wanting my time, and it was like I just didn't get time to breathe because the phone kept on ringing, things kept happening. It was about that communication, you know, it's because everyone wanted your time. But with this, is more about action. It's going to be more about like our temper, our temperament. So I feel like this is where we also could see uprising, where, you know, people sick of, I guess, certain boundaries put in front of them. But here, where we might even see like a physical explosion, we might see people getting a bit angry. We might see a big a change or some sort of twist plot happening to do like with riots around the world, with people not being happy with. So it could be a lot of civil unrest. There could be like tempers flying. I feel like if you're driving on this day, just be careful, try and be patient, try and stay calm, because I feel like it's going to be a bit of a tumultuous day, having this conjunction, and it's going to be there for a couple of days. Plus at the same time of that happening, we still got that conjunction with the node and Chiron. So we do have that. On the positive, we've still got the square with Mercury and Jupiter. Venus is actually squaring the moon, and the moon is going to be in Aries that day. So there's going to be a bit of proudness, like how you feel, but also bringing out your passions. But emotionally, if things aren't going well in a relationship, emotionally, you might be bringing up some tears or some, you know, a lot of uneasy feelings could come up for you. The positive on this day, we do have Venus tri-Uranus and also a sextile to Uranus to Neptune here. I'm going to say if there's a relationship that's going to be ending on this day, it's going to be a positive ending, like it's there for a reason, and I feel like it's a positive. So maybe that breakup was very tumultuous, very poisonous, and it's like you're finally able to go out of this in a very positive way, the positive outcome. You've learned what you had to learn, and it's time to move on. We've also got the Neptune a tri-sextile with Mars, with this Neptune as well. So probably not going to be a day where you're blindsided. You can see through people's manipulation, and you have that as a strength that's bringing up too. We've still got the sextile with Jupiter and Saturn, so problems coming up, being able to break free of certain issues that are going to come up for you with that. There is a square though with Jupiter and Pluto. It's coming up. I feel like it's going to be a mixed bag of feelings with this day. I feel like there's a sense of, where's my reality at? Why can't I get my reality like seen to? Like there's this thing of like sort of what's going on. And it's like everybody's sort of wanting your time. Even as I'm doing this video, people calling me, wanting my time. I feel like you need to get back to yourself, back to a certain reality. There's also some sextiles here that's also happening with Mercury as well. So we do have it with the nodes. We've also got it with Chiron. We've also got it with it's also to the ascending two of this. I feel like with that, there is a positive outcome. I feel like there is a positive resolution that is here, that is going to bring out some sort of positive reinforcements on this day. I feel like so we do have a lot. I'm going to say it's like a balance here. So we have positive. There is a certain more, I guess, positive elements, but we've got these big conjunctions happening which are going to sort of foreshadow certain things. But we've got planets that are here that can help make this day a positive day and help you to embrace whatever it is that you want to embrace on this day, and to get some sort of special outcome. I feel like for people who are able to rise above certain things, for people who are able to look beyond sort of what's happening now and can foresee a future, you're going to be able to again be able to look more positive into where times are heading, time's coming. By the end of the week, like the 15th, we get to next week. We've got still got that square to Mercury and to Jupiter. But we've also got, even on Valentine's Day, we've got the square here with Mars and Jupiter. So just be careful of your temper. And also too, because that conjunction is still happening with Pluto, with Mars, be careful of your temper. just mindful of tempers over there, and it could be some sense of someone trying to, a sense of you feel trying to control you, or not letting you be free, not letting you be yourself, not letting you embrace your individuality. These things are going to sort of trigger certain issues that are going to come up with you, okay, even on the 15th and possibly even the 14th. What I've got about the week ahead, okay, it could be a sense of withdrawn, mixed feelings, a lot of ups and downs, feeling underwhelmed, not sure of where to go, questioning everything, wanting to get things done and wanting to complete projects. Even myself at the moment, I'm having a hard time trying to get a project started. As we know, I'm a cake decorator as well, and I enter a competition every year. And always, whenever this competition and Easter is in March, I struggle to get the cake done. Last time I couldn't get it done. Someone wanted me to do a cake for them. I had to make the choice. I could do the cake. So I had a lady that wanted me to make a cake for her, and I had to choose her cake over the one I did for competition. So again, when it comes to this year, just because I've got everything else going on that I need to do, I probably won't have time to do it this year, but it's okay, because I'll just re-enter it for next year. And I've got a whole year that I can work on it, but I've got some free time whenever that may be. So, just remember, there's always ways to getting through things. Okay. So it froze, so I had to start again and make another sort of part 2, but I shall combine it into the one video. Okay, so let's have some cards for this new moon for the week ahead. Okay, let's have a look here. So we got here Look, when problems come up this week, don't cry over spilt milk. Like, don't, there's always a way through them. There's always another way to just remember to, again, like, think of it as being more rational. I feel like there needs to be also an exchange of energy when you're doing things for others. There could be a sense of people preparing for sort of war of words, or like things going up, like you're preparing for a challenge with someone. There's also a thing here of people wanting to just escape, running away from something here as well. I feel like it's going to be like sort of lost in action, or feel like lost cause a little bit here too. That's coming up, but there's also a sense of people wanting to run away, or escapism here that's coming up in the cards. And it's like, what's your step? Listen to your inner self, listen to your instincts. It's like, because you might be making the wrong move, but I feel like listening to your gut. Also, I feel like there's someone who could also be here that's going to say, hey, that's not the right move to make. So just listen and be aware of certain things that are around you. There even could be a sense of a lack of sleep, or not being able to sleep. And it could be a sense of feeling quite emotional, or not so much emotional, or turmoil. I just feel like there's going to be a sense of feeling lost. I feel like there's a sense of, where am I going? And it could be like, just be careful you're not in a sort of a battle of mixed emotions where it's like tit for tat, because I feel like if you're doing this, I'm going to do this to counteract you. So making sure that you're not in that kind of energy or that space, because I feel like if you are, you're not going to get anywhere, and nothing is going to be resolved, or won't be resolved in a way that you want it to be resolved. I feel like there's an urge to want to move forward, but just be careful where you're moving, or what's happening around you, and where you are going. There could be a sense of people being sort of angry about money, or someone's owing you something, but there's also a glimmer of hope here. I feel like with this card, it's like a glimmer of hope. We might even see come up more news that come about royal family here, about the king, as we saw my prediction here about. So my prediction here about the king, that how I said that he was taking a step back, has come true, and that William having to step forward. So that is something. And so if you have missed my world predictions, please go and look at that video. I've got my predictions about what I see about this coming up in the world. But there's one thing in February that's come to light. So and there could be more news coming up ahead of that. More information. We'll see. As I said, didn't see him in power for too long. Maybe another 1 more year for him anyways. But I feel like there's a sense of the collective just wanting to escape. I feel like there's a lot of escapism, and also being angry over like financial things or money, or like a tit for tat that's also coming in here. But it's like preparing like a clawing, sharpening our claws here, like a cat sharpening our claws to sort of, I'm not say just reframe, have logic. And I feel like there's a sense of wanting peace, but it's like, how do we get to that peace, and how do we learn to go forward with that as well? That could be coming up here too. There could be a sense of having to follow certain rules and regulations, and we're not wanting to have these rules, but we want to be more free. Could also be coming up too as well. Okay, let's see if I can get a channel what's coming up here with the with this new moon that's happening in Aquarius. See, this new moon in Aquarius is going to be a fantastic opportunity for new beginnings and new relief, and a sigh of relief for some of you. For others who are caught up in their own battles, who are caught up in their own bitterness, will find it hard to move forward. For these energies will be mixed feelings for you, and will bring up things that you thought that you had left in the past will certainly come forward for you. For those who have learned to let things go and let things sit and let things at a rest, for you, these energies are going to be great for you, because it's going to be able to let you move forward, bring light to a new situation, and help you through a sticky situation which you needed that guidance and to follow through with things. There is a push for you to face your fears, to face challenges, and to not hide away from them. And this is something that is going to show light coming up on the 14th. You're all in your own element, and you're all into moving forward, not backwards. But just remember to remain positive. Remember that these energies are just here for now, and they will soon change. Okay. So let's just do a quick 3 cards. Okay. Let's see. Here. Let's have a look here. 3 cards. Card 1, card 2, card 3. So got here card number 1, which is this card here. I feel like with this card you don't want to be silly. You don't want to look like a fool. You don't want to be silly. I feel like people are thinking that you're a bit silly, or that you are not as smart as you are. I feel like it is about surprising someone. I feel like it's also about sharing, or you're looking at both halves situation. It's also about splitting things into, I feel like there's a sense of sharing with it as well. I feel like it's also about surprising people, to show them what you're made of and who you are. You've got a lot of ideas coming up, and I feel like people aren't listening to your ideas, but you're going to try and get them to sort of, you want everyone to listen to you. So you're trying really hard to get everyone to listen to your ideas and what you have to say. Card number 2, which is this card here. Look, there could be a sense of like a surprise romance here. There also could be a block that's also coming up too for on sort of relationships or romance. I feel like you don't want to make the wrong move. There's a chance for trying something new, and you're unsure whether or not to try something new as well. I feel like you're stuck, but you're trying to resemble, or just something new that you're trying to bring in here. I feel like there's something about you're split in two, a situation where you're split in two as well. But you're also trying to make the most of things and the best of any situation that's coming to light for you. Number 3, okay, be careful. I feel like you're happy if everything's going your way. You're very happy. Watch your temper this week. I feel like you might have a bit of a temper. It is time to learn to let things go. You're also wanting the beauty of things, but you're wanting something to look a certain way. Whether you're getting flowers, Valentine's Day, you want the flowers to be perfect, or you want to be red flowers. You don't want white flowers. You want them to be a certain way. There is a sense that but I feel like with this card, you're willing to keep your temper under control. And there's a sense of just wanting things to go your own way. And I feel like with this card. It's just simply wanting things to go your own way. And you being wanting to take charge of situations, and you wanting to be the boss as well, and showing you how, your authority too with this card as well. Okay, so my Midigon show has been pushed back till June, just with some circumstances that's come up. I'm still got on sale, tickets on sale for the show that is happening at the Fairvale, I think it's the Fairvale Club, the club down at Wollongong Way, Ferry Meadow, I think it is. I got Brisbane, so next week I'm leaving for Brisbane for the Brisbane MBS. So it is all gearing up. I'll be in Goulburn, in March I'm going to be in Goulburn at a fair there too. So it is definitely all gearing up ahead. But I'll put a link down for the platform in March as well, come down from this video too. So thank you for your likes, shares and your comments, and I'll see you for my next video. So bye for now.